I'm back you might catch this on the replay. If you do, please give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. Check out the skits uploaded in a short tone form, comic strip form, etc., etc. Hopefully you get a laugh out of them. Listen, let me jump into it real quick. Say happy Wednesday to everybody. I hope y'all are having a great day. Listen, I just peeped in on Will real quick as I'm getting myself set up to get started on what I need to do. Why I just heard Will. He was commending another CC, and the only reason I'm not going to say her name right now is because she ain't in this and she didn't do anything. So I'm gonna leave her name about this, and I'm only gonna mention him. As he was talking about whatever he was talking about, he said, and it's showing his document. So let's get to it. He said that he respects her because she has, he said, integrity, doing the right thing, even though no one else is looking. That makes her the person he respects. Let me tell you why I went live about it. This is my question. Does that make him not a stand-up person? His action, does his do his action mean that he lacks in? Because the last time he had an opportunity to sign the birth certificate of that child that he says is his. You know, Marissa's youngest son, the infant, just turned a month old. He wasn't there when she went in labor. At one point in time, he made it to the birthing. He hasn't gone. Baby had everything he needs. Um, a list of things. I'm gonna list them right now. He also had an opportunity to sign the paternity of that child, and he didn't. Before. I believe he went to the birthing center with a purpose and some thoughts in mind. And one of those thoughts, because this ain't his first rodeo, it's his sixth. He knew that he could delay the process. He could be the one in control. And he wants the knowing, I think he really does. I honestly don't. And I don't think either one of them are the parent. And maybe had to be one over the other. Give it to Marissa. If you had to pick one of the parents, pick Marissa over him. But I did. If I picked somebody else, I'd probably pick him. Anyway, he said that I just told you what he said about integrity. So here's my thing. Is he admitting he doesn't have integrity? Because he had an opportunity in the birth document. He, if you go to the court a few days later, months, whatever, weeks, I meant to say, later, file for paternity before the baby's even, what day was that that it happened? I think the baby was about to turn a month old. So the baby wasn't even a month old. If you can go down to the court you want the baby to have your last name and all of that kind of stuff. He signed the birthing documents when his current audience wasn't looking. It's integrity, right? Naming the baby legally because you believe the baby is yours, not via the court. But the birthing looking. So does that mean he's not a stand-up guy? Because I feel like that's what he's saying. People like him, they don't expect you to turn their message on them. They want it outward. They want it in the direction that they sent it in, and they don't want you to turn it around in their direction. I feel like everything he says, people should turn around and question him and have him answer the same questions. Have him answer the very questions that he continues to ask. Where's his integrity? The other question about integrity, and I'm gonna say this and then I'm gonna wrap. Hold on, let me see something real quick. Here's the other question about integrity. If he has such strong integrity, if he can talk about somebody else's integrity, then why did he pull up on Marissa in the middle hour of the night talking about giving some meds and then gas this girl into thinking, oh, they just wanted to have a great family day. Spun her, and then found himself on the other side of the train, probably texting Cookie that he about to come and give her some medication. Telling Marissa he had to pick up a vehicle. When somebody rents a car from you, don't they bring it back to you? Integrity, right? Stand up guy, right? Huh. Seems to be fleeting in his case. Anyway, I got to run. Um, who say? Dimes. Hello, hello, welcome, welcome. And everybody listening, if you don't mind, though, tapping the screen for a like. If you catch this on a replay, please hit that thumbs up button. And with that being said, I got to get up out of here. I'm going to catch y'all on the rebound. Peace.